Thanks for listening to Jim, Deb, and Kevin, 3 hometown Hoosiers, and now 2022 CMA Award winners.
95.5 WFMS.
Good morning. It's a little bit after 6 o'clock, 6:10 on this Wednesday morning. This is kind of good news.
Real good news. Brown County State Park, one of our favorite state parks, was recently named number 6 on the list of top 10 best state parks in America.
In America.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Brown County is. We've got a lot of great state parks here in Indiana, but Brown County is, well, obviously the largest.
Yeah.
But it's a great park.
Yeah. That's the state park that we held. My family,
That's right.
huge family gets together every 3 years for a big family reunion. We're spread out all over the country. And this particular year, we hosted it.
You rented cabins and stuff?
So we rented all the cabins down there at Brown County, stayed about 45 minutes. They knocked on the door and said, you got to vacate. There's floods coming.
Yes.
And we had to everybody came back up to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
All my relatives from out of state.
What'd you do? Hotels here?
Yeah. Oh, just, shacked up with all of us.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, wait, this is a great. We got to leave. I was still unpacking the car.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they did. Remember, we had all those rains. I mean, it was heavy
remember
rains
that,
and
yeah.
the lakes and stuff. It is a great state park. Great for camping, too. I used to go down and camp quite a bit down there. But
We had Mountain
really
State Park right by my house.
That's
where
another
I
good
grew
one.
up in
That's a good one, too.
Anderson.
Right.
Yeah.
Turkey Run and Cormac's Creek. So
Prophetstown up in Lafayette's voted as one of the best as well. So
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
there you go. Wait a minute. We don't have a pipe.
I don't know. Do people still say that phrase anymore?
Well, sure they do.
It just makes you feel good.
You're asking Jim if he still
I know.
say phrases?
I know. I need to ask someone else.
95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. And explain to us, Deb, your list that you have going over there.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about this. I found a list from the North Pole, and it's the annual Santa's Naughty and Nice list he releases.
Yeah, you can check your name, right?
You can check your name.
Yeah.
And so I did. I actually checked for my whole family.
Yeah.
And I was very disappointed when the results came back that only
Mm-hmm.
one out of the 4 of us were on the nice list.
And
One.
I'm assuming it's not you.
It's not me.
Or Greg.
And you know how competitive I am. The fact that
just a little bit.
yeah, I should be on the nice list. I'm a rule follower. I'm kind to people.
Yeah.
Why should I should be up there. So I have a beef with Santa right now.
I don't think it's a good time of year to have a beef with
Well,
Santa.
you want to guess who was on the nice list? 1 out of 4.
Well, Greg probably.
Nope.
Oh, no. So one of the boys.
Oh, then yeah. The Griff, the college kid.
Griffin.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Griffin
is
was
a good
on the
kid,
nice
yeah.
list. Well, Hayden's a good kid too.
Yeah.
Well, evidently not as good as
He's
Griffin.
a little more mouthy.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe so, because
Yeah.
he didn't make the cut.
You know, I'd have to say that's kind of true. Griffin he's just a nice young man.
Now, do you have that up? Can you put my name in there and see if I'm
I don't even need to check yours. I feel like that's just wasted
probably,
time. You're nice. Kevin has been real nice the past few days. Needs to help a little bit more around the house and pay attention to washing behind your ears.
Uh-huh.
Well, I
And what
don't see
about
that.
you? What about Jimmy?
Okay. Should I put Jim or James since that's your full
Well,
name?
I'm not sure.
Let's just go by Jim. That's what we
Whatever
that's what we
comes
call
up
you.
good.
Well, crap. You're both nice. How can I be the naughty out of the 3 of us?
Well,
Jim's been nice for the most part,
Uh-huh.
but needs to clean his room more often, and teeth brushing could be better
And you're
too.
going
Don't you
to
have
the
a dental
dentist
appointment next week?
Next week, right?
See, they know that. So, well, Deb, the good news is
Yeah.
you've got time to do some nice things.
I shouldn't have to
get
do
added
nice
to the list.
things. I do nice things.
Jim, you and I could make a list of some things that she could be doing.
Oh,
that's
heck
true.
no. No.
Now this will
Well, I
probably
think
help
we
you
start with your
progress.
attitude first.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was very disheartened by the whole thing. I mean, it just kind of took my Christmas spirit and stomped it.
Well, let's work on it. We got a few things here again that
No, you guys can't use this to your advantage.
we can report back to Santa.
Well, we are on the nice list. We have his attention.
I think that was a mistake.
Right. WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. The time has come.
Yep.
Kevin's bad joke worth repeating.
Last week, I told my grandpa that Amazon is the best place for Christmas shopping.
Oh, yeah?
He just called me from Brazil.
Kevin's got your national news now, and any kind of country music is hot.
That's exactly right. Details on that coming up in about 30 seconds. Nash News now sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Cooling. We just heard from Cole Swindell there.
Yes.
He, of course, is extremely popular. With that comes, well, some weirdos that might,
Oh.
two very misguided people. I'm not saying they were weird, but they were misguided. Were scammed into believing that Cole Swindell invited them to come over to his house.
Come on now.
Obviously, he didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is it wasn't even his house. Police eventually showed up and they arrested the couple. The real homeowner decided not to press charges. So they had the wrong house. Cole did not invite them over.
Oh, gosh.
They think they actually were innocent people that just got scammed by somebody. So
I would think that'd be kind of a red flag,
It
wouldn't it?
happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
I've
it
seen,
does.
who was it who recently,
Well, Taylor Swift used to have that a lot.
That's
People
true.
would show
Kit
up at her
Moore.
house.
Kit Moore came out. He actually recorded a video. He doesn't post very much on social
Yeah.
media, but he posted and said, "Guys, if someone's asking you for money under my name,
Yeah.
I'm not asking for money. It's not me.
And
you
I'm
know?
not inviting you over to my house either. The lawsuit, the Judd's family is dropping their lawsuit over Naomi's death records. They were trying to block the release of them over privacy concerns, but now they've lifted that. And they're saying they're just going to let it go. So I don't know whether some of those records have been out and they're worried they're going to be in public anyway, so just let it go, and that's what they're doing. Showtime says George and Tammy was the most watched premiere that network has ever had.
Wow.
Really?
Interesting.
Jessica Chastain stars as Tammy Wynette. Michael Shannon plays George Jones, and of course, it's on demand on Showtime, and it's the story of
That's the one. Yeah, George and Tammy.
George and Tammy.
Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Best premiere ever.
Wow.
That network. That's your National News Now.
95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin. It's the holiday season. There are lots of dangers that lurk out there during this time of year.
Yeah, I would have thought like putting up Christmas lights would be
Sure, being up
would
a
be
ladder
dangerous and
yeah,
stuff, but 13% of holiday-related injuries are related to wrapping and opening gifts.
Are you
Yep.
serious?
Totally
Yeah,
serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how can you injure yourself that way?
Well,
I mean,
scissors. It's scissors because you're using scissors wrapping the paper, and you might cut yourself, or
Sure.
obviously. And then opening the gifts, it isn't just tearing open the wrapping paper; it's opening the packages
Yes.
that's inside the present.
Yeah.
That's usually sealed in real thick
Some sort of
plastic.
thick plastic. Did you try to get through that stuff?
yeah. It can be tough.
Yeah. So you get the scissors out, and then it slips, and then you get the sharp edges on the plastic. Then now it's cut under your
Then
fingers.
then you bought batteries for the toy, and they come in plastic, and you got to cut those open. So yeah.
And then everything has those twisty ties.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
those things.
Stick yourself
Yes.
with those.
Yeah. No, my grandma,
Step
when
on
she
them
was
and
still here,
barefoot.
Grandma Evie wrapped her own gifts for everybody. And I remember one time we were at my parents' house and we went through and there was one package left. And I said, Grandma, I don't know who this is for. She goes, well, what's the tag say? I said, it says Mark. She's like, well, Mark, Greg, same thing. and I said,
Greg being your husband.
he'd been around a couple of years, you know. I'm like, okay. So then Greg opened it up and the scissors were wrapped inside it.
Oh, Grandma wrapped the scissors.
On
Is that-
accident. She's like, I've been looking for those. And we have never forgotten it. So we still call him Mark sometimes.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, so be very careful. Just maybe
Yeah.
gift bags are the way to go.
Yeah, you do the gift bag whenever possible.
I try
do
to,
too. Deb is
yeah.
not a gift bag
I
person.
don't like gift bags.
She
because
goes all out with wrapping.
it's not as fun to open it for the recipient, in my opinion.
Well, that may be true, but it's easier for the giver.
Right.
Just here you go.
Right.
You
Nobody
know.
gets hurt.
It's safer. No scissors involved.
No scissors.
Now, one
involved,
year,
too.
Deb actually took a photo of the person you were giving the gift to
Yeah.
and turned that into wrapping paper.
Yes.
And so
That
their
was cool.
face was on the wrapping paper, which is very cool.
I did. Then
you-
you didn't need name
you didn't
tags.
need name
But
tags.
another year I did old baby pictures of everybody and made those name tags, like black and white. They look like little Polaroids.
So you go way out.
And my sister saved the wrapping paper that their faces were on.
Yeah.
They
That's really-
saved it.
Yeah,
Genius.
that's yeah,
I know.
that's-
Good. Where's the gift bag?
I know. I had a little extra time on my
Got
hand
any
that year.
tissue, or I won't even use tissue.
No, I don't need
Here's
tissue.
a gift bag.
Staple the top. Staple some
Oh no! What do you do? Stick it in a Kroger bag? Call it a day?
Be careful with that stapler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another injury.
So just be careful this time of year. It's a dangerous world out there.
So the other day we talked about that re-gifting or taking a secondhand gift and giving it as a present this
Yeah.
year is very in. Now we're not talking about something you found in somebody's garage. We're talking about, like Deb mentioned, a consignment shop where it was a high-end purse was being resold. But anyway, that's very, very in. The question we asked, though, do you tell the recipient that, hey, I got that secondhand?
Oh, yeah.
Do you or don't you? We posted that question on Facebook, and I was really kind of surprised at some of the answers on that.
Yeah.
First of all, let me ask you, Deb, would you tell the recipient, let's say you found a really neat purse for your sisters. It was at a consignment shop. It was clearly secondhand. Would you let them know that it's secondhand, or would you just keep it quiet?
I don't think. Okay, I would not tell them. And here's,
Okay.
But here's why. I want you people to know it's not out of deceit.
Okay.
I don't think that's important.
All right.
I think if I got a gift, I bought it because I think it's something they will like, and
matches
how I
the personality.
purchased it or paid for it is irrelevant.
What about you, Jim? Would you let somebody know that the gift that I purchased them is actually secondhand?
We're men. We don't shop. So really, I don't know where to begin with that one.
You're exactly right.
Okay, so can I just tell you,
Yeah.
Stephen apparently agrees with me. And Stephen will comment quite a bit from time to time, and I loved his comment today. Says, lie through your teeth. Tell them you picked it up in Milan last month. Okay, so, Stephen, I'm not going out of my way to be deceptive.
It's Milan, Indiana.
No, it's Milan. But I'm not going out of my way to deceive somebody.
You're just not going to tell them.
But, I mean, I just don't think that. I mean, let's just say this.
All right.
If it's a brand new gift, do you go, and by the way, I got that at Macy's? No, you just give them a gift. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter where it's from.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Deanna says a gift is a gift. If I bought it with my money and you don't like it, re-gift it to somebody else or sell it in a yard sale next year. Although, Deanna, I tried that.
Yeah.
My neighbors gave me a gift. And it's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't really use it for whatever reason. I can't remember what it was. And I had a yard sale, and I put it out like years later.
Yeah.
And the neighbors, they lived on each side of me. They walked out. They're like, apparently you didn't like this, Deb.
Oh, no.
So awkward.
That's unfair.
Kathy says nobody's business where it's from. Trisha says a gift is from the heart. I do believe that, Trish.
That's what you were saying, yeah.
It comes. It's from the heart. Where it comes from does not matter. If your heart is in the wrong place, you will not understand.
Yeah.
Joshua says nope. It's new to them.
Okay, that's true.
I love Lola. No shame. My favorite gift to get or give. So she
Yeah.
will accept one
yeah,
or
yeah.
give one.
There you go. All right.
A gift comes from the heart, according to Nancy. It should be personal, something they would like. Margot says, I'd tell if they asked where I got it. But she's not going to offer the information. She's also not going to lie and
good.
be dishonest.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle says, no, you don't tell. Unless asked, you don't tell. A gift is
Right,
from the
okay.
heart.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Carolyn says, nobody's business. It's nobody's business that I shop at thrift stores myself, and I'm happy for whatever I get.
So a vast majority agree with you. Deb.
I saw not one that says own up and come forward. It's almost like there's some shame in it.
There's no shame. No. It's
No,
very
no,
end this
I don't.
year.
I don't want a secondhand gift from you. I'd like mine to be brand new from you.
Yeah, right. With the receipt.
Just making sure I put that out
A
there.
fully activated Starbucks card.
Yeah, yes.
No, I'm telling you, you guys are good gift. For my birthday, you guys got me a massage gift card. I mean,
We did?
We did?
Well,
Was that us?
Well, I thought that was
I
your
mean,
credit card.
yes, we did. 95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb's got your daily dirt, and Whoopi Goldberg says you won't be doing this.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg said, I will prevent this from happening once I've passed away. So we'll share what she's talking about in about 30 seconds. First, Matthew Perry. This is interesting. Matthew Perry says he has never been able to watch Friends, the series that he was on, because it was during a bad time in his life.
I've heard this before.
So up until now, it's always reminded him that he was going through his drug addiction, and so he says he was high on many occasions on the set. He wants to change that, though. He says, I'm going to start watching it. I'm going to start watching it because it really was an incredible ride, career-wise.
Wow.
And he
It
needs
was
to
a good
put
show.
to rest, what he was going
I
through with
think
personally.
since writing that book, I think he's gone through a lot of therapy that I
Yeah.
think he's starting to feel better about himself.
And starting
which
to
is good.
accept that he
Yeah.
has flaws,
Yeah.
but that you can change those. Joe Rogan wants The Rock to admit that he's on steroids. He says,
really?
yeah, he says there's not a beeping chance in beep that he's clean, and not a chance in beep that he's as big as he is at 50 years old. He wants The Rock to come out and say, look, I'm juicing, or what do they
Yeah.
call
I
it?
would say, I guess that's what they call it.
I'm juicing.
You know what? I mean, okay, you're right. That's the first thought I had, too. Sure.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gravy-ing.
Okay.
So
I should
The
not make
Rock
fun
might
of
be
that.
doing
I'm sorry.
steroids.
Yeah.
At least he's being accused of it, and you're biscuits and gravying.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
got
I'm
it.
admitting it. See, so I'm out there.
Well, I mean, what's it any of Joe's business? I don't like that. Like, I'm going to say you are doing something that everyone should know about. That bugs me.
Well, I think maybe he's concerned,
He's not concerned.
about his health, but I think he's just saying that you portray this image of of this, and the fact is you're taking drugs to get you to that level. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Well,
Well,
does anybody got any gravy?
okay, so we'll move on to Whoopi Goldberg, who says she is going to prevent unauthorized biopics to be made about her after her death. She doesn't
How
want
can she do that?
I don't know, but she says she is taking legal
Oh,
action to make sure, and it's in her will, that none of those will be approved and that they can't be created. But I don't know, how can you stop that?
Violation of the estate or something
mean,
like
some
that.
were
the
created
tabloids are
about
going to
Britney
write what they want to
Spears.
write.
That's
You know,
true.
documentaries were done about Britney Spears that Britney says are not accurate. So she didn't give permission. Anyways, there you have it.
Congrats to Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Proud to be part of your morning routine. And now 2022 CMA Award winners.
It brightens my day.
95.5 WFMS.